Hello, dear listener. If you chose to watch this video, it's because you're ready to let go of the day, relax your mind, and drift gently into sleep. Tonight, you're invited to journey gently to Mount Olympus, a place of ancient calm, timeless presence, and quiet watchfulness. This is not a story to analyze or keep track of, but one to drift through, allowing the images and sounds to wash over you as they please. You can simply be and let yourself relax. Simply listen, relax your body, and let your thoughts soften as the world of the gods unfolds slowly around you. Make yourself comfortable, breathe a little deeper, and when you're ready, allow the story of Olympus to carry you peacefully toward sleep. Now, let's begin. The sky above Mount Olympus was soft and quiet, bathed in the fading light of evening. Clouds glimmered like silken threads, slowly drifting across the violet sky. From his throne, Zeus watched the world below with calm eyes, the weight of kingship softened by the gentle glow of the sunset. Though he was the ruler of gods and men, tonight there was no thunder, no decree, no roar, only the quiet hum of the wind, the distant ripple of waters from mortal rivers, and the delicate music of Apollo's lyre. Apollo, the god of light and song, sat on a cloud nearby, plucking strings that carried the gentlest of melodies through the skies. Each note seemed to slow time, wrapping the heavens in a warm embrace, like sunlight spilled softly across velvet. Hera, queen of Olympus, moved among the gardens that clung to the mountain slopes. Her presence was serene, nurturing the blooms that glimmered even in twilight. She tended a small grove of olive trees, their leaves whispering in the breeze, reflecting her care and patience. The air smelled faintly of honey and lavender, calming to any who wandered near. Not far away, Athena, wise and contemplative, walked along a marble terrace that overlooked the clouds. She observed the world below, seeing not with eyes alone, but with understanding, the quiet patterns of mortal life. Tonight, she did not offer counsel or strategy. She simply breathed in the cool air, feeling the softness of the world, the gentle rhythm of life moving beneath Olympus. Artemis, the silver-crowned huntress, glided silently among the shadowed forests that climbed the mountainside. She carried no bow tonight, for no hunt was needed. Instead, she listened to the sounds of the night, the soft rustle of leaves, the distant call of a nightingale, the occasional whisper of the moonlight threading through the trees. Her presence was protective and calm, and the forest seemed to lean toward her basking in her quiet care. The gods, in these quiet hours, were not engaged in feuds or battles. They simply existed in harmony, each moving with grace, each part of a rhythm that was older than time itself. Zeus's golden eyes reflected the soft gleam of Apollo's music, while Athena's careful gaze lingered on the stars, tracing the patterns that had guided sailors and dreamers for centuries. Hera's gentle laughter, soft and rare, rippled across the gardens as a breeze stirred the blooms. The world below sleeps, and yet it is full of life, she whispered, as if the leaves themselves might carry her words. Apollo's lyre shifted to a slower, softer cadence. The notes seemed to float downward, reaching even the mortal realm, settling in the hearts of those who slept. Some would dream of golden fields, others of clear lakes under the stars. Each melody was a lullaby, each pause a breath, inviting rest. Even Zeus leaned back, feeling the weight of eternity lighten. The storm clouds of past quarrels dissolving into the calm of night. The god of thunder, often mighty and fierce, now allowed himself to simply be a fatherly figure, a silent watcher, a presence of quiet authority. Athena's mind wandered not to wars, but to the gentle victories of wisdom, the quiet patience of those who seek knowledge, the calm satisfaction of understanding the world, even in its smallest moments. These thoughts carried a softness that soothed, not stirred, the mind. High above, Artemis paused beneath the silver glow of the moon. She inhaled the fragrance of night-blooming flowers and watched as the first stars appeared, twinkling softly. The night sky was vast and endless, and yet each star seemed a companion, a reminder of harmony and gentle light. As the evening deepened into night, a soft breeze carried faint laughter and whispers from the distant halls of Olympus. The other gods, unseen in this part of the mountain, were present in spirit. Demeter, tending hidden gardens, Hestia, tending the sacred hearth, Dionysus, dreaming quietly among vines, Hermes, wandering silently along golden paths, Aphrodite's soft glow lingering on dewy petals, Hephaestus's quiet hammering echoing like a heartbeat, and Ares resting in the stillness of his hall. All was calm. Even the world below seemed to pause, as if Olympus's gentle presence had spread a subtle peace through land and sea alike. The gods existed in balance, their energy serene, their voices soft or silent, their steps unhurried. And so the night continued, slow and tender. The music of Apollo's lyre mingled with the whisper of leaves, the silver glow of Artemis's moonlight swept across valleys and peaks. Athena's thoughts rested on soft wisdom, and Hera's care touched every blossom she had tended. Zeus, watching over all, allowed himself this rare tranquility, feeling the pulse of eternity in gentle rhythm. The stars grew brighter, the night deeper, and if one were listening closely, even the mortal world might catch the faintest echo of Olympus's lullaby, a song of calm, of peace, of timeless watchfulness, carrying the listener slowly, gently toward sleep. High above, as that gentle lullaby lingered in the air, the stars settled into their ancient places, shining softly like distant lanterns. Mount Olympus itself seemed to breathe, rising and falling in a rhythm as old as creation. Within its quiet halls, the other gods of Olympus moved peacefully, each tending to their sacred domain in silence. In the lower gardens, where the earth met stone, Demeter walked among fields that never withered. Her presence brought a gentle warmth, even in the cool night air. Golden wheat swayed through there was no wind, responding only to her calm attention. She touched the soil with her fingertips, and the earth answered with abundance and rest, preparing itself for future seasons. Demeter knew the cycles of growth and sleep, and she honored them both equally. Nearby, within the heart of Olympus, a soft and steady glow radiated from the sacred hearth. This was the domain of Hestia, the quiet center of all things. She tended the eternal flame with unhurried care. There were no grand gestures, no spoken words, only the comforting crackle of fire and the feeling of home. Even the other gods felt calmer when near her presence, as if the flame itself reminded them of stillness and belonging. Farther along the marble halls, the faint echo of laughter drifted through vine-covered corridors. Dionysus rested beneath arches wrapped in ivy and grape leaves. The god of wine and celebration was uncharacteristically serene, reclining among cushions as moonlight filtered through the leaves above. The joy he carried was not loud tonight, but warm and content, like a pleasant memory or a quiet smile shared at the end of a long day. At the edge of Olympus, where paths curved and twisted like thoughts in a dream, Hermes moved lightly. The messenger god walked without haste, his sandals silent against the stone. Though he was known for speed, tonight he wandered slowly, enjoying the stillness. He carried no messages, delivered no news. He simply passed through the night, a gentle presence connecting one quiet place to another. Deep within the mountain, sparks glowed softly in a forge that never slept. Hephaestus worked calmly, his hammer rising and falling in a steady, soothing rhythm. Each sound echoed like a heartbeat, grounding and reassuring. The god of fire and craft shaped metals not for war, but for beauty. Delicate tools, graceful ornaments, things meant to last. His focus was peaceful, his movements deliberate, each creation born of patience and care. Beyond the forge, in chambers filled with vast light, Aphrodite lingered among mirrors of polished stone. Her beauty was not dazzling tonight, but gentle, like candlelight reflected in still water. She moved through the room slowly, leaving behind a sense of warmth and affection. Where she passed, the air seemed kinder, the world more forgiving. Love, in its quiet form, settled gently into every corner. High on a quiet terrace overlooking the distant lands, Ares stood alone. The god of war was still, his armor set aside, his hands resting calmly at his sides. There was no battle to fight, no conflict to stir. In the silence, even Ares felt the peace of Olympus, the rare calm that softened his restless nature. He gazed into the distance, breathing evenly, allowing the night to settle within him. Below the mountain, far beyond the clouds, the ocean whispered endlessly against unseen shores. Poseidon, though absent from Olympus's peak, felt the pull of the moon upon his waters. The sea rolled gently, tides moving in a slow and steady rhythm. There were no storms, no crashing waves, only the lull of water meeting sand, echoing the calm of the gods above. Together, all 12 Olympians existed in harmony, each contributing to the quiet balance of the world. Their domains, so different by day, blended seamlessly by night. Fire warmed without burning, love comforted without longing, strength rested without force. The mountain glowed faintly under starlight, its halls filled with peace. Mortals below slept, unaware that the gods themselves had chosen stillness, allowing the world to rest with them. Dreams drifted softly across valleys and seas, carried by moonlight and song, by firelight and memory. And as the night stretched on, timeless and unbroken, Olympus remained serene, an eternal sanctuary where even gods could pause, breathe, and rest. And now, as the world grows quiet and your body feels heavy and relaxed, there is nothing more you need to do. Let the images fade gently, like stars dimming at dawn. Breathe slowly and allow sleep to come naturally. You are safe, you are calm, and it is time to rest. And now, there's nothing more you need to do. Let go of the day. Let go of every thought. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax your jaw and your shoulders. With every slow breath in and every gentle breath out, your body becomes heavier and more at ease. Let go again and again. You are safe. You are calm. You are allowed to rest. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Simply return to the sound of my voice, soft, slow, and steady. Let go, relax, and drift gently into sleep. Just breathe and rest. The body soft, the mind quiet. Let go and relax.